The laughter echoed through the grand ballroom, sharp and careless. Crystal chandeliers shimmered above polished marble floors, and a red Ferrari sat in the center like a trophy. Everyone was watching one moment unfold a rich man's joke at the expense of a poor, tired old stranger. No one expected the old man to stop, turn around, and quietly change everything. Before we begin, take a moment to support stories that shine a light on humanity. Subscribe to Kindness Lights, hit the like button, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your support helps us keep telling stories that remind the world kindness still matters. The party was one of the most exclusive events in the city. Millionaires, business leaders, and celebrities filled the room, dressed in designer suits and sparkling gowns. Laughter, champagne, and confidence floated in the air. This was a place where money spoke louder than words. At the center of it all stood a young millionaire named Ryan Carter. He was successful, charming, and proud of it. At just 32, he had built a tech empire and loved reminding people how far he'd come. Tonight, he wanted attention, and his brand new Ferrari delivered exactly that. The car gleamed under the lights, red paint flawless, engine silent but powerful. Guests gathered around it, taking photos, praising Ryan's success. He smiled, soaking it all in. That's when the old man walked in. No one noticed him at first. His clothes were worn and dusty. His jacket was torn at the sleeve. A heavy cloth bag hung over his shoulder. His white beard was long and untrimmed, and his face carried the marks of a hard life. He moved slowly, quietly, like someone used to being invisible. Security hesitated but didn't stop him. Maybe they thought he was part of the staff. Maybe they just didn't want to cause a scene. The old man stopped near the Ferrari. He looked at it not with envy, not with desire, but with curiosity. His eyes traced the shape of the hood, the curves of the doors, the engine vents. He nodded softly, as if greeting an old friend. Ryan noticed him and frowned. "Hey," Ryan said loudly, drawing attention. "Careful there. You don't want to scratch it." The room went quiet. All eyes turned to the old man. "I'm sorry," the old man said gently. His voice was calm, steady. "It's a beautiful machine." Ryan smirked. "Beautiful? You know how much that thing costs?" The old man shook his head. "I don't." Ryan laughed and looked around. "More than you'll probably make in 10 lifetimes. A few guests chuckled. Others looked away, uncomfortable. The old man didn't react. He simply adjusted the strap of his bag. "May I ask you something?" he said. Ryan raised an eyebrow. "Sure. This should be good." "What does it feel like?" the old man asked. "To own something so powerful?" Ryan grinned. "Feels amazing." "Feels like winning then." "Trying to be clever," Ryan added. "Tell you what, I'll make you a deal." The crowd leaned in. "I'll give you my Ferrari," Ryan said, laughing. "If you can start it." The room exploded with laughter. Some people clapped, some pulled out their phones. To them, this was entertainment. A rich man mocking a poor stranger for fun. The old man looked at Ryan for a long moment. Not angry, not hurt, just thoughtful. "Are you sure?" he asked. Quietly. Ryan shrugged. "Absolutely. Go ahead. Show us what you've got." The old man stepped closer to the car. He placed his bag gently on the floor. Then he did something unexpected. He paused, he closed his eyes, and he took a deep breath. The laughter slowly faded. The old man opened his eyes and reached into his bag. He pulled out a small, worn leather glove and slipped it on his right hand. Then he leaned into the open window and pressed a sequence of buttons slowly, deliberately. Ryan's smile faded. "Hey, what are you doing?" The engine roared to life. The sound filled the room, deep and powerful. The Ferrari purred like a living thing. Silence crashed down over the crowd. Ryan froze. The old man stepped back, turned off the engine and removed his glove. He picked up his bag and looked directly at Ryan. "You forgot to tell them," the old man said calmly, "that this model has a custom ignition override." Ryan's face went pale. How do you know that?" The old man smiled faintly. "Because I helped design it." Gasps rippled through the room. The old man continued. 30 years ago, before my company failed, before my partners disappeared, before I lost everything but my hands and my knowledge." Ryan swallowed hard. "You're you." Her joking. The old man reached into his bag again and pulled out an old photograph. It showed a younger version of himself, standing beside a prototype engine. The logo on the wall behind him matched the Ferrari emblem. "I was an engineer," the old man said. "I loved machines. I loved building things that made people feel alive." Ryan stared at the photo. His voice shook. Why are you like this now?" The old man's eyes softened. "Life doesn't always reward effort. Sometimes it tests humility." The room was silent. Ryan looked around at the guests, at the phones, the stares, the judgment. He felt small. "I made a promise," Ryan said quietly. "The car is yours." The old man shook his head. I don't want your Ferrari, Ryan blinked. Why not? Because the old man said, kindness is worth more than ownership. And tonight you lost an opportunity to show it. Ryan felt something crack inside him. I'm sorry, he said. Truly this time, I was cruel. I didn't see you. The old man nodded. That happens often. Ryan took a deep breath. Please, let me do something right. Stay, eat, talk with me. The old man hesitated, then smiled. All right, they sat together that night. Ryan listened, really listened, as the old man told stories of innovation, failure, hope, and survival. The guests watched a different kind of wealth unfold, wisdom, patience, and grace. By the end of the evening, Ryan made a quiet decision. He funded a small workshop in the old man's name, a place where young engineers without money could learn, build, and dream. The Ferrari stayed, but something far more valuable was given. Kindness doesn't roar like an engine. It doesn't shine under chandeliers. It shows up in moments when we choose respect over pride, compassion over laughter, humility over ego. You never know who stands before you, or the story they carry. If this story touched you, share it. Be the reason someone feels seen today. And remember, kindness once started can change everything.